Yeah, I think I joined the club in like junior year. I think I didn't join it like because I think that's when I started watching anime. It was like right at
Yeah.
the junior ended like near the end of junior year or so.
Yeah.
So
Makes
I was just
sense.
like, so I was like, okay, like oh, we have an anime club. I'll go with like a friend, another friend that's also a fresh weeb. Maybe we'll see some cool people. Maybe some cool people to talk to.
You don't say the last name, but what was the first name? Which friend?
Brent.
Okay, so you went with Brent. That's cool. Is
hmm
did you ever go without him, or like you always went to the meetings with him?
I just went. I just went to the meetings, and sometimes he would show up.
Sometimes. Okay.
Some
How
yeah.
how many people were there, man?
Yeah. So like once I walked in there for the first time, man, like I could just feel the weeb sweat in the air,
Oh
the
shit.
humidity. I was like, oh shit, here we go.
Oh shit.
Those sweaty weebs, here we come. So it's like it was actually kind of packed from what I remember. It was like
No way.
yeah, it was like the classroom was like almost like at least like half or 75% filled up. Is high school classes for
15,
people
20
to
people?
yeah, 15, 20 people. And it was just like people would just be sitting in their own little cliques and stuff. And then like after like a few minutes, like then they would put like everyone like the president would like walk up into the front and everyone would like sit down.
Yeah. What was any freshmen in there, or was it just like mainly like juniors and seniors?
I think it was a good mix from what I remember. There wasn't too many in my grade, but the ones I did see that I'm like, oh yeah, those are the people I was expecting.
Yeah.
Mm.
So yeah, from the only reason I found out about this shit is because we used to go to lunch every week. I think it was like Wednesdays or Thursdays. We'd meet at a certain location, walk out, and yeah, I mean, I remember texting you some weeks, and you'd be like, "No, I got the anime club this week. I can't hang today." I'm like, "What the? We have an anime club?" I feel like that's the dumbest excuse ever, but it was a real thing. I never heard about it. I didn't honestly, dude. In high school, I didn't even know about clubs or anything like that. Right? I mean, I played a sport, but I didn't even consider or know about clubs. But yeah. Tell me, how did you I mean, what was the club even like, dude? Like, would you guys watch anime every week?
Yeah, so like usually like it would start off like I guess they would just like talk about what people have been watching and all that kind of stuff and just like some interaction like oh maybe yeah well when you get home watch this and recommend this blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And then they did like because lunch was on like 40 minutes or something. How long was I forget
45. It wasn't even
45 or
an
something.
hour, dude. I don't think it was even an hour.
Yeah, so then we would like do that for like the first like 20 minutes and then like for the last like 20 something minutes we'd put on like an episode of the episode of the week, and like we'd be watching a show.
Would you guys vote on it, or was it just like, like whoever ran the club was like, we're gonna watch it this week or something like that?
I think it was a vote from what I remember. So like I've seen some really weird ass anime, man. That I wouldn't watch in my own time.
Yeah, like what? You remember any of them?
One for sure I remember is like Rosen Maiden or something.
The fuck?
It's got like lolly dolls or something, and I was like, and I'm like I'm not into this shit. I'm always into those professional milfs.
I know, right?
Like
Uh,
Rosen Maiden
I'm looking it
or
up.
something like.
What? Yeah. Oh, this shit's weird. Uh,
Oh
Came
yeah.
out in '04. That's interesting. Yeah, these are some fucking weebs to find some shit like this. What
hmm
did you Okay, so I nagged you fucking forever, guys. I got Jerms into anime. I told him week after week, just watch Death Note. If you want to get into the shit, just watch Death Note. He didn't. What was your first? DxD? No, no, no. High School of the
Mm,
Dead?
I think it was High School of the Dead.
Whatever it
Yeah.
was, at this point when you were going to the club, you'd only seen like a couple, right?
Yeah, I think it's in a good amount, like probably like 20 or so. Because I was
Oh
going ham
shit.
for like, well, I went ham for like a week or two, man. I
And I
like,
didn't I had no idea. We'd go to lunch. We'd occasionally talk about it, but I had no idea you were becoming a weeb, man.
yeah, I was watching like a show or two every day, man. I was on that grind.
Damn, I had no idea. So
So
yeah.
yeah, so like that was basically like that for like a long while, and then once like senior year came around, once the semester ended, I kind of just stopped going there. Then I mean, you just hanged and did whatever, and went with the other boys because I had a car, so I was like, I can just get off campus and shit.
Yeah. Yeah. So you basically like that last semester of junior year is kind of when you fucked with it, and then after that you're like, kind of not
Mhm.
interested.
Yeah, I had a car, so I was like, I'm out of here.
Yeah, same, same. I was I was out of most of senior year too, man. Once I got a car. Yeah, interesting stuff. Any before we wrap this up, any interesting experience, any noteworthy experience, anything you want to share with the people out there? What it was like being in an anime club in high school? I didn't even know that it fucking existed at our high school. Let alone
Oh
would I have
yeah.
joined it. I don't think I would have joined it back then. You know?
hmm Yeah, I always have this one story. I always bring it up, dude.
Let's
Like
hear
I
it.
remember I
Let's hear
was
it.
like I think it was like one of the I think it was like Halloween or something, and like they were just playing a bunch of random shit, and we were just kind of just chilling around, and like I was just like talking to this other dude, and he's like, "Oh, let me show you this," and it was a remake of the Higurashi second opening with like remade with like some like by like some fat nerd, and it was just
Okay.
hilarious, and we were just laughing so hard at it. And I just remember just laughing with this random dude just about this random meme on YouTube.
Isn't that the great thing about anime fans? We'll just be like, "Hey, bro, watch this. It's funny." You know? So
hmm
was it like a live recording of a guy like recreating the opening, like a
Well,
fat dude?
he has some like green screen or something. You know, it's
Yeah,
on
that's what I'm
YouTube.
saying. Like he's in the
Yeah,
opening. This fat dude's in the opening
no,
recreating Higurashi.
no, it's some other dude that made it. But
Oh, okay, but it's
yeah,
okay.
another fat weeb, another fat weeb.
Another one behind the camera. That's
hmm
interesting.
So yeah, so that I just remember laughing with some random weeb about that. And I never forgotten that. So you know, it's all just you know. Sometimes it just some memes can always bring people together. You know.
Yeah, memes are the ultimate equalizer, right? I mean, talk to me about your college experience with anime because not only did you join an anime club in high school, you joined an anime club in college as well.
hmm Yeah, yeah. So that was an interesting one. I didn't join this one, go to this one as much as you'll see in a little bit, but that was a very interesting one. You know, these were a little bit more adult weebs. You know, the kind of people you'd expect to see outside. You know, in the college campus.
Yeah.
So you know, like the first like few weeks, like I remember I saw the anime club because it was club week. You know, so I
Hmm.
was walking around with my boy. You
Yeah,
know,
big
just
club
seeing all
week.
the
Yep.
different clubs. Seeing like all the different crazy clubs and all that stuff, all those frat houses and all that stuff. And we're like, oh, it's the anime stuff. I'm like, my people, okay, you know, I'll go check it out. You know, I joined the high school one. I can check out the one at my school. So I go in there, you know, get my name on the sheet and all that kind of stuff.
Hey,
They
yep.
give me like
I
they
remember
give me
that.
a little. They give you like a little pamphlet, whatever. Like, oh yeah, this is when we'll have our meetings every Friday at you know whatever 5 o'clock or whatever. And yeah, it's like, and then like once I got in, you know, it's exactly the people I was expecting. You know, just more grown up. You know.
Yeah. Now instead of being in high school, now we're all in our early 20s, you know?
hmm Some a little bit later than that.
Oh shit. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see that.
Yeah. So like you know, I think it was before or after they had like little. It was after where they had like little. They sent like emails of like what happened the week.
Yeah.
So like I like I can take a look back and see some of the stuff that was like was
Oh,
said.
yeah. You got some saved emails from your time in the anime club.
hmm
Yeah. What do you got for us?
Yes.
What are the goods?
Yeah, so this is an example of a week, one of those weekly meetings. So this is the second meeting I have an email of here. So they had a theme. The theme of the night was romance, since it was Valentine's Day that Friday. They
Okay.
voted to watch some shows on there because like they would have like a mystery pick each week. So they would watch like two shows, like long running ones, and they would have like a mystery pick and just like watch an episode or so you get into the series, you know. So this mystery pick was a Golden Time
No way.
or
Okay.
or Eden of the East. I think we did Golden Time on for that
Okay.
one. But
That's
basically, yeah.
cool.
So they'd be like, you know, everyone would vote to say like, oh, what are we gonna add on for this week to watch? And then like they'd like have a little raffle or something, and then like some like little game like this one was like taboo. So like basically you work in teams to describe an anime without saying the forbidden words that would give away the answer.
That's cool. So you did some like cool little games in there
Yeah,
too,
some
not just
knowledge,
watching anime.
some Weeb knowledge. Flex your Weeb muscles,
Right.
and then we just watch watch the shows, whatever was was on the roundup. You could
Right.
you could say.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that there you go.
I just always found that format to be weird because what if well, would you only watch episode ones or would it be like would you ever do like a ongoing series and do the latest episode? Because I assume like not everyone's caught up to like all these shows, but I assume you probably just did like episode ones, right?
No, it was a continuing on, but it'd be older shows that they'd be picking from.
But you wouldn't watch the same show every week, would you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you would. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I was under the impression it was like every week there'd be something new that you guys would watch, but no.
Oh no, that's the third episode. The third episode's the new little something.
So first two are continuing. Would it be seasonal stuff?
No, it'd be
Or
like
just anything,
from older some older stuff. Yeah, some older stuff.
Cool.
So we do that for a few weeks, and then COVID hit, and then it was all canceled. So GG, the rest of the anime club there.
Yeah. How many weeks did you go before the pandemic hit?
I think it was like four or so weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then it was COVID hit, and then eventually it got back on the next semester, but it was all online. It's not the same. Might as well watch online with my boys.
Yeah.
So that's how my college club anime experience got cut short, unfortunately. But that's just how it be.